For any three elements present in this set A, in case if A comma R is a lattice, then these following properties are applicable. So what does it mean? If you take any lattice and if you take any three elements and if you try to apply these properties, they should always be true. And it is very important to remember what these properties are, because not all the properties are actually holds good for every lattice, but then these properties will definitely hold good for all lattices. So see this now. Okay, in these properties, when I'm talking about the properties, this symbol or symbol, this is generally or symbol in Boolean algebra, right? So this or symbol is nothing but least upper bound, and this and symbol is nothing but greatest lower bound. Just for the short, that shorthand representation we are using it. Now see this, commutative law is definitely followed by this lattice, any lattice. So what is commutative law mean? A or B is equal to B or A and B is equal to B and A, which means the order in which you take the elements doesn't matter, the final outcome is going to be same. And associativity law also holds, which means if you have three elements like this, either you take the OR of first two or you take the OR of second two first, the final answer is not going to change. The same thing is applicable for AND as well. And next one is idempotent law. Idempotent law is nothing but, see this, if I take two elements of same type, then OR is going to be same. If I take two elements of same type, AND is going to be same. And similarly absorption law. Absorption law is this one. Okay, so just try to remember what are the laws that are applicable on or which holds good for every lattice. Now one thing you should really be careful about is distributive law is not does not hold good for every lattice. In case if for some of the lattices, if distributive law also holds good, then that particular lattice is called as distributive lattice. That is a completely different concept. Okay, so generally people think that whenever these many properties are holding true for a lattice, they just assume that even distributive law will be applicable for every lattice, but it is not true. Okay, just remember that it is very important in the gate perspective. Almost all the laws are followed by the lattice except the distributive law. Now let's see what distributive law is in the next video. For here, just limit yourself to this. And now in any lattice, if you take A or B, if one of the elements is going to be the least upper bound, then the other element is going to be the greatest lower bound. If I take two elements like this, A, B, and if one of them is going to be the least upper bound, any one, then the remaining is going to be the greatest lower bound. Got it? So it is not true that every time if I take two elements, one of them has to be least upper bound and other has to be greatest lower bound. No, I'm not saying that. In case if it so happens that one of them is the least upper bound or one of them is the greatest lower bound, then the remaining one will be the least upper bound or the greatest lower bound, and vice versa. Got it? So that is the meaning of this. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries, for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.